Sports from the #1 news station in the Delta.
Welcome back. I'm Stacey Erfley, and today we start on the diamond, and we're all over the athletic world today, but to the statesmen of Delta State and a little preseason love. The men in green and white that slug it out every year are ranked number 20 in today's college baseball top 25 poll. The statesmen ended last year with a record of 31-16-1. Also on the accolades list, Coach Mike Kinnison was named to the Mississippi Sports Hall of Fame in last year's inductee class. Delta State opens the season at Abilene Christian on February 8th and 9th before returning home to face Lambeth February 12th and 13th. And to the gridiron, and the Alcorn State Braves named their new head coach today at the Marriott in downtown Jackson, Melvin Spears. Spears spent 3 years at Grambling, winning the SWAC title in 2005 and saying today that most of his staff will follow him to this next endeavor. But last year he served as the offensive coordinator at Alabama State. And in more football-related news, Amanda Elzy, coach, telling ABC's Mike Sands today that Dandy Dozen Jermaine Whitehead will not make his final decision to Mississippi State or anywhere else until he visits Auburn this coming weekend. National Signing Day is February 2nd, exactly 2 weeks from today. And to the soccer field. Yes, you heard me right. I said soccer field, a sport that usually takes a back seat in the South to football, basketball, track, what have you. And one of the 6 programs that was cut from Greenville Public Schools before the 2010 school year. Although the sports were reinstated, they were requiring volunteer coaches, which ended up working out for the Greenville Weston Hornets. The South is Friday Night Lights, football the last to feel budget cuts, soccer the first. But a lack of funds wasn't going to stop the Hornets from a history-making season. Just takes a passionate coach and players willing to buy in.
The idea of a high school that didn't have a soccer program just didn't sit well with me. And if the funding's not there, then somebody else has to step up and make it happen, give them the opportunities that they deserve.
A Teach for America from Washington, Tom Giardino, or Coach G, leading the resurging Hornets program, with most of the team playing for the first time.
He taught me how to play soccer. I ain't have no idea how to play soccer when I first came.
Probably 2/3 of this team has never played soccer before. So there's a lot of boys who basically came to me and said, Mr. G, I don't know the rules, I don't know how to play, but I want to play. They were touching the ball with their hands at their first practice. And
the Hornets have come a long way since using their hands on the soccer field, including a newfound pride amongst players, earning themselves 2 wins over what can now be considered a crosstown rival.
They always lost against St. Joe, so I was kind of proud of us, you know. We finally beat them twice in a row. Now they don't have no bragging rights, we do.
It goes without saying that there are certain, whether it's economic lines or social divides in the town, where people are aware that there's one set of students at Greenville and there's maybe perhaps a different set at St. Joe. I think that regardless of any of those tensions, it's nice to beat the team that is in the same city as you.
Beating St. Joe twice in a season for the first time ever goes in the books. Becoming a team, the real accomplishment.
At the beginning of the season, a lot of guys from different step groups, a lot of guys from different social circles. I was a little nervous about how that would play out. But at this point, they're part of a team that exists in and of itself.
When we first came out here, we had a little animosity between each other, but he made us join together and become as one, and that's what basically makes us win.
It feels kind of good to actually brag on something that we actually earned.
Regardless why they played, who their friends are, or their future on the field, this team put Hornet soccer back on the radar.